Well, it's time to address the elephant in the room. Is blockchain brawlers is expensive, and there's a good reason behind it. So like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow, and let's deep dive a little bit on why blockchain brawler is expensive. So before we begin with blockchain brawlers, let's take a trip down memory lane and a little bit of history, not to say for the play to earn game, but a history on how this type of game came to be. And this is pre-blockchain technology, to be precise. One of the games is Second Life. If you have heard of this game, great, you know probably what it is. Now, I do not know what it has evolved into, because this is literally one of the social game easily 10 plus years ago. I really have no idea how long this game is. So this is basically before the metaverse, and it's crazy stuff. Of course, you can socialize, have your avatar run around. Ready Player One. Of course, Ready Player One has nicer graphics, right? Anyway, so basically these are one of the earlier versions of the metaverse, and not to say play to earn, but you can sell digital items in the game, and that basically plays an important role later down the line when blockchain technology is introduced to the world. They even have a marketplace, and this marketplace has their own currency, blah blah blah. And the downside, all right, is that it is one of those things where people say, hey, I can just copy paste the object, copy paste the 3D file, and then make it as my own. Yes, that was the problem back then, and now, and that's how people earn money, right? If you're a 3D modeler, or if you're an artist, illustrator, you just create 3D assets and just sell in the game. And there are people who used to live on this income alone, and it's crazy. One of the news that I'm going to bring up is this little news, right? 10 years ago, I'm not say 10, 12 years ago. So this is not all fake, right? So back then there's a game called Entropia Universe. It's a rare MMORPG, blah blah blah, right? Basically it's the same thing, right? MMORPG, metaverse, whatever you want to call it. And this guy managed to sell a real estate, a virtual piece of land. Sounds familiar for today's world, right? It is land in the NFT world. But back then, there's no distinction about it, and it exists in the game. And people say, hey, why would I want to pay 635,000 for a piece of land? And this is, it is one of the biggest news back then. Like, Club Never Died, Basically, he bought an asteroid, built a space station on it, and that's it, rent out. It's basically a virtual club for $635,000. Sounds crazy? Well, 12 years ago, it was, but at the same time, people just scoff it off and says, oh, okay. And according to this little article, it says able to make $200K a year in revenue. That's crazy, right? I have no idea. And a bit scroll down, of course, Swedish company Entropia, virtual realms economy, GDP, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 442 million USD, right? So this one I'll just let you read about. You can always just Google Entropia Universe. Most likely you will see all these big headlines. Guy spends $500,000, guy spends 100,000, guys makes 100,000 a year, yada yada yada. And fast forward to a few years ago, that's where I discovered Axie Infinity. Sure, I didn't discover it when it was the earlier stage of the game, and of course the game went very popular. People make money. People live off just playing Axie Infinity, and then it crashed, or rather it tumbling down per se. But then again, this is not saying that the game is bad. It's just saying how the ecosystem, basically just showing how play to earn games just came to life, or became a main thing. So one of the games that I am paying attention is Illuvium and FGL. Now, do note, the key to success in all this blockchain play to earn game is very heavy research, because you don't want to buy stuff that is, without research, and this is the reason why I'm doing this video, is to show you the amount of research I go into it. And at the same time, if it feels good, right, it feels like, oh, you know what, like FGL, I like sci-fi stuff, and I like spaceship. So this guy has Cosmic Clash. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like mecha as well. So the mecha world is coming soon. Okay, the graphic could use a little bit of fine tuning, but then again, I know. So if I were to get into the game, this is what I get. And if it is what I get, I must establish a price point. Like, how much am I willing to pay to play? The fee, entrance fee per se. Illuvium a little bit much more polished. I've been looking at the development of this game. It's fantastic. It's nice. It's cool. That's nice. And I'm a big fan of team tactics on League of Legends, and great. This is definitely not a Pokemon replacement, that's for sure. But graphic looks good. Gameplay looks, I haven't seen the gameplay yet, but I've seen the basic of the gameplay. Could be a very solid thing. True ownership for players, right? This is just a small little gimmick for, you know, blockchain play to earn games, right? You own the asset / item. To me, it's a means of something that I can earn, and that's the whole idea, right? I want to earn the game and play by earning. Of course, I still love games, right? Even though games that don't have blockchain technology, there are good games out there that utilizes blockchain technology, and there are fantastic games out there that doesn't really need or rely on blockchain technology. That is the most important part. The key part is we need to make sure the game is good when you go to play to earn, or rather games in general. Play to earn games, maybe you can take a little step down, right? Just a little bit. But if I can get a full functioning game with play to earn capability, that is the dream for me. All right. Now here comes the reason why Blockchain Brawlers is expensive. First thing first, we have to check about the crafting costs for the Brawlers gears and rings. Obviously, I'm going to just focus on Brawler, which is Scotty White Eye and ring. Now if you look at it, it costs 6 gold and 4,000 brawl to craft a Scotty White Eye, and about 5 gold and 3,200 brawl to craft a normal ring. So in total, you need at least 11 gold and 7,200 brawls. Now this is very important. I'm going to put down the amount right down on the screen, bottom, yeah, okay, it's below. And the first spot we should visit is of course the brawl price to $, and I'm going to use OKX as the base. And ooh, look at that, 25 cents, and we have a dip of 15%. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Well, at the same time, because of this dip, that means it's a good time, or it might be a good time for you to get in as well, because the asset's going to be cheap. So it's 25 cents to a brawl, right? To the dollar, right? No, I kind of screwed that up a bit. Anyway, 25 brawl to the dollar. Oh no, sorry. Okay, you know what? One brawl, 25 cents. That's it. Or 26 if you want to play, if you want to calculate to 2 decimal points. But normally I'm going to use 4. As a calculation. So if you're going to use 25 cents or 25 cents, 0.7. Anyway, down below, how much would it cost in US dollars when I want to buy 7,200 brawl? And there you have it. It is $1,853.85 for 7,200 brawls at the price right now. Is it still expensive? Maybe, but is it that expensive? Because we have a 15% discount. Technically, if you were to go to 40 cents, yeah, things might change a little bit different, right? And of course, we're not going to forget about the gold bars. And of course, to check the price, we need to go to the Atomic Hub Marketplace. And looky look, the cheapest right now we can grab is about $53.73. That's 203 wax. And of course, wax is on the wax is on the dip as well. So maybe it's a good time to grab some cheap wax, not just for Blockchain Brawlers, but for every other stuff like Funkos. And this is the reason why I like wax. For, well, as of today, it has a lot of good IPs. And again, I did my research before I get into the wax ecosystem, and they have Hot Wheels, they have Funko, they have quite a lot of good stuff. But most importantly, I started through that journey, and I know I derailed a little bit. So gold, I think on average we can say $55, because I was scrolling and counting how much gold that is above $54 or under a certain amount. So yes, 55 is safe to say that we can grab 11 straight away. So that's 4, 8, and 12. All right. So $55 is the average cost. And let's check out how much it costs if I were to buy 11 gold bars. And so the cost is $605. So if we're going to add them up together, so the grand total is $2,458.85. Let's just round it up for the sake of it. So it's $2,459 if you were to buy a brawler and a ring today. So there you have it. That's the reason why blockchain brawlers, or rather the asset in blockchain brawlers, is high. Not because we want to set it that way, but it's in general the community that wants to play blockchain brawlers, or the community that is investing, flipping, whatever you want to put it, is setting the price tag. Sure, you want to get in and make money, right? And of course you want to buy low, sell high, simple as that. And when you sell high, people want to come in, the price is high. Simple economy movement. And of course we also adhere to supply and demand. If you want to have lower costs, we need to oversaturate the market. And if we oversaturate the market, of course, economy 101, too much supply equals less, cost is less. And when the cost is less, people who buy at a bit more expensive price points is not going to be happy, and therefore it's going to dump. And when it dump, it creates a crash, blah 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 blah, and then we get an economy crash. And you don't want to have that to happen to the game / investment that you just invested. Yeah. But at the same time, there are risks in every investment. That's why this is not a financial advice. $2,400 can be many things. It can be a lot for somebody. It can be like a small little pocket change for someone else, maybe like Bill Gates. And to me, it's very simple. Blockchain brawlers or play to earn games serves as a bridge between game and economy / trading. Because you get to play the game, and through the game you get to learn the inner works of an economy and how the price move in the ecosystem. I don't know why I call it echo. In the ecosystem, in the economy ecosystem in general. And if you want to play with the big boys, yeah, sure, you can graduate yourself and go, to Wall Street. Nah, not financial advice, my friends. But then again, something that I want to get into is actually buy stocks, and you can buy Tesla stocks if you know what to do. You can buy Disney stocks if you know what to do. There's so many things, so many opportunity out there to make money. And of course, you need money to make money. So as a closing statement, the most important part of, not say blockchain brawlers, of this channel that's covering blockchain brawlers is that A, I love games. Hands down, I love games. B, NFT gaming has been scorned by the community, and I'm in here to discover, or rather to learn and discover, why is it bad or why is it good? Or rather, the potential of play to earn games is out there. It's just that finding the balance between two of them. And that's about it, right? Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. I know the video is a little bit too long for my liking, but in order to understand all these things, I really need to bring out as much as I can from me to you. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next blockchain brawler videos. There's going to be more tutorials and of course daily brawl reports. So keep an eye out, and until then, I will see you guys next time.